Alright, in the last video we passed identifiers, and now let's handle keywords. So I think something that that happens right now is if we go in here and we say run, and let's take an actual keyword like class, it will just think it's an identifier. So what we could do is, in the end, when we make an identifier, we will actually check if it's a valid keyword, and then if it is, we will make a keyword. If it's not, we will make an identifier. And let's disable this. So let's say is keyword, then we'll make a keyword. Otherwise, we will make an identifier. Then we have to do the same down here and here as well. Now we need to define this function as keyword. And it has to work similar to this make token in that it kind of uses these global variables that we have. So is a keyword is a procedure, and it just returns Boolean. And first of all, let's get the current lexeme out. It should be done like this. And then we have to see if this word, the string, is contained in a list of keywords that we'll define. And let me just check this function up here. Okay, I think there is an in keyword in Odin, so we can say if lexeme in keywords, then that's what we return. And let's make a list here, an array here, which should be things like class. Let's try that to begin with. See if it even compiles. And it does not compile because we don't have there's no such thing as a keyword token, of course. So what do we... Maybe we'll do something like this. That's a little bit opaque, what's happening. Let's say if it's a keyword, then we will make a keyword which cannot take the token type because it depends on which keyword it is. And same thing here. Okay. So this one should check if it's a keyword, and then we need a function called make keyword. And it doesn't take anything, but it returns a token. And again, we'll need this thing. Then we'll have to find the type. So how do we do up here? Did like pairs like that? Okay. Define some structs. Don't really want to define a full struct. Just to do that. It's a bit weird that I have to do this. So there's a string. I completely forgot how you do it. Okay, so comma, there's a string. Then there is a token type, which is simply token type, I guess. And then this thing is actually going to be an array of keyword pairs, and we'll have this guy and that guy. Then we'll say for keyword pair in keywords, if keyword pair lexeme equals lexeme, then we return true. Otherwise, we will return false. I think that should do it. And then in here to get the type, we're going to do something a little bit similar. And do we have exceptions or errors? Probably not. Okay, anyway, so if this is the case, then we will return a new token where we have the lexeme, we have the token type, and we have the line tokenizer dot line. If we make it all the way down here, then something has gone wrong, so we will return an error. And I hope that will do it. Let's try. And this thing is not defined, so we have to say tokenizer.line. And okay, there's something wrong with this. Right, because we have to say something like this. And what now? I swear I was able to use it up here. Ah, okay, it's because it's not part of the type. It's... oh, you don't put it there anyway. Okay. So now let's type class, and it actually sees that it is a keyword, but of course the other types of keywords that we have, it still doesn't recognize. So let's actually go here and have a look at the keywords. So we need and let me do this off screen. Alright, that does it for all the keywords. Let's try to run it. And let's try a couple of things. That's a keyword, that's a keyword, that's a keyword, that's a keyword. That's, I don't know if that's a keyword, but at least it's a special value. And yeah, looks like it just works. So that actually handles keywords. It's a little bit annoying to have this kind of construction all the time. Something we should be able to do is to use the named return that's possible in Odin. So let's say result is a token. So this should just work right away without any problem. Still working. But now we can do something that I'm not sure is a good idea, but let's just try. So we're going to use a defer statement, and what we'll do is put this stuff in here, and rather than okay, I need to, sorry, I need a couple more spaces. Rather than returning here, we'll say result is equal to that. And then here we will just return. You can use so-called naked returns. Let's see if it compiles. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. So it did compile. Let's try a few things. This should be an identifier, yeah, so on. So that's kind of cool, a little bit weird, but let's just try this style for now, because it's kind of like specific to Odin, so it's a little bit fun. So set up a return value for identifier keyword, and then we actually just return everywhere we're done. Here we're also done. And so that simplified this code. I mean, at least there's less lines, but now it's a bit more confusing perhaps. Now what's unfortunately gonna happen down here is that if we return from here, well, let's try it actually. So I think this symbol is not part of anything. Yeah, and we just still get an error, so that's great. And somehow we got a left parenthesis. Okay, so I broke it somehow. Everything is a left parenthesis. Which is very weird, because it kind of implies that it's matching here somewhere. Do we need to do this? Still? It's a mystery why it's even returning a left parenthesis. Let me go back up here, single character. Returning here. So it doesn't even go here. What is left? Could it? Yeah, so that's the first one, which is why it's returning that. If we changed it like that, it should return left brace. So for some reason, let's try this. In defer, and that should not run until the very end, so this is not really after. I mean, in execution time it's before, in lexical space it's after. Okay, so that is working as I would expect. What if we go here and we print, not there, sorry, but up here, tokenize a start, tokenize a pointer, 0 and 3, that's correct. So it is here, right? It never goes there. Ah, because, of course, it shouldn't. So what's wrong when we make... identifier? So we're definitely making an identifier, and let's try to print the result. Okay, so for some reason it's returning so that I guess that didn't work. That's a little bit sad. You just can't do this. That's unfortunate. Let's check that it works again. Identifier, keyword, 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 identifier. Great. That's very disappointing. I thought I'd found something cool, but guess not. I suppose that one way to make it work is if we provided like a pointer, so something like result, and that's a pointer to a token, and then we can just assign, instead of returning, we just assign to whatever's in here, but that's not very nice. So let's not do that. So I think we'll leave it here for now, and I will see you in the next one.